Victor Gyökeres scored a staggering 97 goals in 102 games for Sporting. 54 of those came last season. What can we expect to see on his very first Arsenal start, Perry Groves?
Well, I watched him quite closely when he was at Coventry, Max, and I think there's a snobbery about Championship players because I was surprised that a Premier League club didn't come in for him because he was scoring the last 2 seasons at Coventry over 15 goals each season in the Championship. And if you can score goals in the Championship when you're playing for Coventry and you're playing on scraps, you're playing a better side with better quality of chances greater for you, you're going to score, I think, 20 or 25 Premier League goals this season. That's exactly what I expect from Gyökeres. And there's one thing that people are not really aware of is how quick he is, because he's actually quicker than Alexander Isak. So that's going to be a massive bonus.
What's Arsenal's record signing? Nicola Pepe gets the opportunity to run out at his old port tonight. He was an influential member of Mikel Arteta's FA Cup winning side 5 years ago and returns, Perry, perhaps with a point to prove.
Yeah, I think the second season was his best season for us. He got 10 Premier League goals and he was one of our better players, and then I think the whole culture was very complacent, and when you saw him play, Max, I saw him play, he was very, very lazy off the ball and he didn't fit into Mikel Arteta's remit, and he was shipped off pretty sharpish. So, I mean, 72 million, you know, seems a lot of money, but a lot of that was going to be paid in instalment.
Over the top, Saka. Really back in the shoulder and just blitzing past his man. Saka beaten to it. Mentally done by Ranieri. Again, Arsenal causing issues down the left-hand side.
Just moving the ball very, very quickly. Just Moreno this time.
Cross. He's picks out Cardona. Martinelli ahead of him. Choose to aim for away from Cardona, who then pulls him down very cynically.
Quite good ball to the far post.
Gunners following his that's the man who opened the
then it stops him picking his pass.
Martinelli's ball. It's just a bit too deep. Just a bit too much.
Pay from him. It's like 10 million.
Into that right foot for the cross. Gyökeres went for it. Norgard was arriving as well. Swede rather cutting in the Danes' way. Eventually,
Freud was virtually followed him.
Martinelli trying. Ranieri, plenty of the ball so far. And Lennon for goal. He knew that he's got the ability to hurt the goalkeeper from there. To turn the screw. Here again. Towards Martinelli, who went for the spectacular. That's through. Another harmlessly. Ranieri's ball. Hitting their run at the far post. Martinelli hangs one up. There's Norgard! And there is a first goal in Arsenal red and white for Christian Norgard, who has been imperious defensively, and he's popped up with a goal here to get Arsenal back into this tie.
Well, it's just Christian Norgard coming at the far post, and he's false nose and glasses, no one picked him up. Really good delivery from Martinelli. Declan Rice just feeding it to the far post. Christian Norgard completely unmarked at the far post, and it's a very good technical area. You make sure of all that time you've got, you head it down and heads it at Luis Junior's feet, gives him absolutely no chance just to get us back in the game, because it all a bit flat in the Emirates.
Has Saka inside the penalty area, onto his left foot. No save by Luis Junior.
First goal for Arsenal.
It's the right. It's in towards Martinelli, who can't guide his header on target.
Yeah, I think Martinelli perhaps brought that down on his chest. Good link-up play from White and Saka on this right-hand side. Ben White going on the overlap. Nice little weighted pass from Bukayo Saka. Allows Ben White.
The Ivorian, Skelly, doesn't know whether to stay or go. It's a fourth stalemate of pre-season. The pace to get round Marion. searching ball. Martinelli spun. Very steady, able to force the corner kick. Marino.
From David Raya.
Cross into he's finding Gay on the edge of the box, off the post. Saka continues. There's Norgard. Not now. Martinelli forced in field, does go. Locares, some early sights inside the as well, and it's back to Dortmund. Here is Dortmund. Back in towards Marino, who improvised the flick towards goal.
I think actually Max Dortmund, when it came to him, was a good touch on his right foot.
Nips in, just as Norgard was doing from Timber. Hitting their run at the far post. Martinelli hangs one up. There's Norgard! And there is a first goal in Arsenal red and white for Christian Norgard, who has been imperious defensively. And he's popped up with a goal here to get Arsenal back into this tie.
Well, it's just Christian Norgard coming at the far post, and he's false nose and glasses, no one picked him up. Really good delivery from Martinelli. Declan Rice just feeding it to the far post. Christian Norgard completely unmarked at the far post, and it's a very good technical area. You make sure of all that time you've got, you head it down.
Steals the ball back. Looked one in. Gabriel on the half volley. They wanted more from that, the Gunners. They'll have to settle for a corner. Timber was convinced that releasing Dortmund. He went to ground, but he only had eyes for goal. Here's Dortmund. He does not lack confidence.
Yeah, really good play again from Max Dortmund, just picking him.
Fire that one across the swinging one in. Odegaard looking to profit. Sting a gut to get there at the far post, and he was beaten to it. He's not going to look too out of place. Saka.
Into his favourite centre half position, and you're into the kind of
Jenko. Here comes Buchanan. Onto his. Around his man again, and it was a really by Buchanan. And the spark. There's Kibby. Down that time, and he's won another penalty for Arsenal. Just like he did against Newcastle. Max Dortmund's quick feet. And Arsenal, a really good opportunity to get themselves on the score sheet once again.
Yeah, really good feet from Max Dortmund.
It's Odegaard. Arsenal are within reach. He held his nerve, and he set Villarreal's goalkeeper the wrong way. Arsenal 2, Villarreal 3.
Martin Odegaard's second penalty of pre-season, obviously got the one against Newcastle. This time he decided.
Martinelli trying to burn
a bit too far wide on the far side.
It's a lovely pass between the lines, and Marino was just slightly behind play. There he comes a long way. It's an inviting cross too. Tied by Ranieri on the